Up on today's edition of Wildcat Weekly, sushi, Deca, and movie reviews. All this and much more coming up next. Konnichiwa, and welcome to this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly. I'm Andrew Heitzman. Now, sushi is becoming a more and more popular dining choice for Nika students. Logan and Jess roll into this story.
Shinto's Japanese Steakhouse and Sushi Bar is considered to be one of Naperville's premier restaurants. Offering both sushi and the hibachi experience, diners have a variety of delicious options.
Our 5-year anniversary is actually coming up on February 1st, and it's just a Japanese steakhouse, so we have like all of our hibachi chefs, so you can come here and watch the show. We have our sushi bar here as well, so you can watch the sushi chefs make sushi, and we have a regular sushi lounge and a full bar as well. Our most popular roll has to be our Little Delicious roll. It's our signature specialty roll, only made here. It's flash fried. It has spicy tuna, avocado, cream cheese, and then it's topped with spicy mayo and eel sauce. So we call it kind of like a beginner roll.
In addition to sampling the crispy salmon tradition roll and the shrimp tempura roll, the opportunity was given to learn more about the hibachi experience.
The order will come back in the kitchen, and I'll grab that order, and I'll set up that order myself as far as how many fried rice, all the vegetables, what kind of meat they order, as far as like, seafood from shrimp to scallops, salmon. I mean, possibilities are endless as far as food. I'll do my beginning show, I'll do a little flip in and do the fire, and then I'll start cooking.
Yeah, I've been to Shinto several times, and it's actually really good. It's awesome for lunch. They have the best food, and it's so enjoyable. The show that they put together is really fun. I would definitely recommend people coming here, and it's a good family environment as well.
So come on out and enjoy the show here at Shinto's Japanese Steakhouse and Sushi Bar.
With delicious food and great sushi, be sure to roll on in.
For Wildcat Weekly, I'm Jessica Porter.
And I'm Logan White.
Deca's heading to their sectional competition. Josh catches up with the members to see how they're doing.
This upcoming Tuesday, Deca will go to sectionals to verse other Chicagoland schools and many events.
Well, there are a variety of events. Of course, you'll have your team events and individual events, but you'll have events where you have to write up a paper, basically designing a promotional plan for anything. It could be anywhere in the fashion industry, sports and entertainment industry, and also even advertising industry as well.
In order to prepare for the sectionals, students need to take different tests.
For competition, you have to take exams, so I have to prepare for the Deca economics exam, and I also have to prepare for the principles of hospitality and tourism exam, as well as I think a sports and entertainment exam. Basically, I just have to take a lot of practice tests and learn from the mistakes I make and just keep on improving.
Be sure to wish Deca luck. For Wildcat Weekly, I'm Joshua Vita.
Rugby is quickly becoming a popular sport here at Nika, but still not a lot of kids know about it. Joey tackles his way into this story.
With multiple state title appearances, Nika Valley Rugby has quickly become a dominant sport at school, but not many people know about it.
Well, I think people should join rugby if they're looking for the ultimate team sport. I mean, the brotherhood that rugby shares is absolutely phenomenal.
No need to worry about playing time with rugby. There are enough teams to accommodate everyone.
Everyone plays on a rugby team. We structure our season so we have enough games, we schedule enough games with other teams that everybody plays. So if you're a new player coming out, it's great to learn the game. We want everybody to play, and the parents enjoy that. They come out and watch their sons play. We have 4 different teams, from our Tier 1 most competitive level down to our Tier 3 team. We also have a freshman sophomore team. So for younger players, new players coming out as freshmen sophomores, they only play against other schools' freshman sophomore teams. We've been very successful here at Nika. Last year we had 70 players on the team. We started out 4 years ago with only 27 players. So we've grown we've grown quite a bit in the last 4 years.
The practices are actually pretty intense. There's a lot of rucking and mauling, which is the more physical side of rugby. There's also a lot of conditioning, ball handling skills such as passing and catching and whatnot. But overall, it's an absolute blast. I have an amazing amount of fun out there.
With the season on its way, there is still plenty of time to sign up.
Just come out to practice. Come out to practice and we'll give you a registration form. Practices right now, the indoor practices are Players Indoor Sports, where we're at today. Players are from 3:30 till 5 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Be sure to show up at Players Indoor Sports Center at 1740 Quincy Avenue for indoor rugby practice and registration. And for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Joey Montagano.
The winter months require a place to warm up. But is the movie theater the place to go? Joey has more as he looks at what's new at the movies.
I give you Hercules!
He's a really lonely guy who watches a lot of movies, so he includes them.
What's up, Wildcats? This is Joey with your update on what's new at the movies, and this week we'll be taking a look at The Legend of Hercules. So there's an action scene early on in The Legend of Hercules where some guy gets stabbed by a spear, and you can literally see it hanging out from underneath his arm. Let that set the tone for the rest of the movie. The Legend of Hercules is dull, boring, filled with horrible action scenes and some of the worst acting I've ever seen in a movie. And you may be asking, what's the story? Well, that's a pretty good question. The script is so horribly written that you won't care about anything that's going on and you'll be bored out of your mind. I literally checked my phone more times than there are minutes in this movie. Yeah, that's a problem. The only thing that's legendary about The Legend of Hercules is that it's so bad that it makes any other movie look good. The Legend of Hercules is one of the worst times I've ever had at the movies, and that's why I'm giving it a blank screen. That's right, I can do that. So there aren't a ton of movies coming out in February other than a RoboCop remake on February 12th, but there are some really good movies out now that you should see. Coming in at number 3, the most intense war movie of the year so far is Lone Survivor. Coming in at number 2, the best animated film I've seen since Toy Story 3 is Frozen. And coming in at number 1, the best time I've had at the movies in the past year is American Hustle. Well, that's what's new at the movies. Thanks for tuning in, and for Wildcat Weekly, I'm Joey Traverso.
He's a really lonely guy who watches a lot of movies, so he includes them.
Thanks for watching this week's edition of Wildcat Weekly. Enjoy the warm weather, Wildcats.
They don't dance and tell. We live in cities you'll never see on screen. Not very pretty, but we sure know how